Good morning, student. How are you all? I hope you well and enjoying your holiday. In the previous class, we just talked about rational number and some other related subtopic, and we also understood some of the topic related to the same topic with an example. And I have given you worksheet for some practice. Please write it down in your school register. All right. What is an rational number? In maths, rational numbers are represented in P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0. It is one of the most important mathematical topic. Any fraction with non-zero determinant is a rational number. Hence, we can say that 0 is also a rational number, as we can represent it in many forms such as 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3, but we can't write it 1 upon 0, 2 upon 0, 3 upon 0. They are not rational. Alright, if we talk about in a simple manner, the integer which are in the form of P upon Q, whereas Q is not equal to 0, are called rational number. If we talk about natural number, the counting number are known as natural number. If we talk about whole number, the counting number along with the 0 are known as whole numbers. Always remember, student, all the natural number are whole number, but if we talk about all the whole number are not natural number. Alright, using of rational number, we already discussed how to identify a rational number. First, what we have to the basic identification of rational number, it is the represent in the form of P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0, that means determinant is not equal to 0, and the ratio P upon Q can be further simplified and represent in a decimal form. The set of rational number are including positive, negative and 0, can be expressed as a fraction. Alright, associative property, additive, inverse, subtraction, we already discussed in a previous class. Multiplication, division, addition of rational number, addition of proper fraction 1 upon 2 upon plus 3 upon 2 is equal to 4 upon 2. When we simplify this, that is the answer will be 2. 4 upon 9 plus 5 upon 9 is equal to 9 upon 9 is equal to 1. 9 divided by 9 is equal to 1. The addition of improper fraction, always remember improper fraction. For addition of improper fraction, we need to take LCM, lowest common multiple, of the denominator and solve accordingly. 2 upon 3 plus 2 upon 5, 2 upon 2 into 5 upon 15. If we take 3 and 5 LCM, the answer will be 15. Alright, subtraction of rational number. For proper fraction, 5 upon 9 minus 5 upon 9 is equal to 1 upon 9. Always remember, if the denominator in both case same, the equation is proper fraction. But if we talk about improper fraction, rational fraction, that means denominator is different from another denominator. Alright, third, multiplication of rational number. For multiplication of proper of improper rational fraction, process is both for same for both case. The process I did that numerator of both is multiplied and is divided by the product of both determinate, like 3 upon 7 into 4 upon 7, that is 12 upon 49. If we talk about 4 upon 9 into 7 upon 5 is equal to 28 upon 45. You can see denominator is different. 9, 5, 7. If we talk about 7, 7, this is a improper fraction. If we talk about 9 and 5, 4 upon 9 and 2, 7 upon 5, this is improper. 4 upon 6 divided by 2. The answer will be what? 2 upon 3. If we talk about 2 upon 3 by 3 upon 4, the answer will be 8 upon 9. Now, the representation of rational number on the number line. Proper fraction. We know that proper fraction are those in which numerator is less than denominator. Always remember, numerator is less than denominator. Such fraction exist between only 0 and 1. Proper fraction are less than 1 and greater than 0. So proper fraction always exist between 0 and 1 on numbers line. For understanding the fact more clearly, let us have a look below given the some example. For example, 3 upon 4 on the number line. If you see this diagram, the rational number is greater than 0. So it will be a represent and a right side, like what is the meaning of right side? That means positive side on the number line. So first of all, we need to divide the number line between 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts. A 3 part or 4 part will be a represent a 3 by 4. This is not 34, 3 by 4 on the number line. It can be represented at -1 left side, in middle there is 0, then 1 by 4 that is 25, 2 by 4 that means 50, 3 by 4 is mean 75. Alright, represent represent 4 upon 5. If you can see this diagram, 4.5 is a positive and that to proper fraction, so it will be lie at the right hand side, that means positive side of the 0, and will be lesser than 1. To do so, first we have to divide in numbers line between 0 and 1 into 5 equal parts. 4.5 will be a fourth part of a fifth equal part. That represent this number line. Left hand side there is -1. If we talk about in middle, there is 0, then 1 upon 5, 1 upon 2, 1.5 that means 20%. If we talk about 2 upon 5, that means 40%. If 3 upon 5, that means 60%. In 4 upon 5, that means 80%. And 1, that means 100%. 1 upon 1, that means what? 100%. If we talk about -3, represent -3 upon 5 of the number line. As we can see, this given fraction is a proper fraction but with a negative sign, so it will be a smaller than 0 but greater than -1. Hence the fraction will be lie between 0 and -1. To represent, we will divide number lines between 0 and -1 into 5 equal parts. The third part of a 5 part will be -3 upon 5, can be represented as, in right hand side there is 1 positive one, in middle one there is 0. If we talk about left hand side, -1. But always remember, it will be a smaller than 0 but greater than -1. Smaller than 0 but greater than -1. Now improper fraction. improper fractions are those in which numerator of the fraction will be a greater than in denominator. Since the numerator is greater than the denominator and the number will be a greater than 1 to represent such as rational number, rational fraction. So on the number line, first we have to convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction. What is mixed fraction? You already know that mixed fraction we discussed in a previous class, we discussed in your last class. All right, so as to know between which integer will be the fraction line. All right, represent 9 upon 5, numerator is greater than denominator on the number line. Fraction is a improper fraction and it is positive, so it will be lie on the right side of the number line. Let us first convert the given rational fraction into a mixed fraction, into between which whole number the fraction exists on the number line. Mixed fraction conversion of the rational number, it will be 1 4 upon 5. It is a mixed fraction, which means that fraction would be a between 1 and 2 at 4 upon 5 point. So first we will divide number line between 1 and 2 into 5 equal parts. All right, in left hand side is -1, in middle side is 0, then 1 upon 5, that means 20%, 2 upon 5, that means 40%, 3 upon 5, that is 60%, and if you talk about 4 upon 5, that means 80%. This is improper fraction. Always remember, numerator is greater than denominator. If we talk about improper fraction, numerator is greater than denominator. If we talk about proper fraction, that means denominator is greater than numerator. All right, thank you student.